It's Tuesday night on the SRN, so you know what that means. We're bringing you the Radical Racing League right here on the SRN. Hello, I'm Sean Fitz alongside producer John Long tonight. The SR8s, the Radical Racers of the Radical Racing League, take on the left and right-handers here at Lime Rock. Going to be a great race to watch tonight here on track. As these drivers get ready to go green flag here. And we are underway at Lime Rock. A standing start as these drivers work their way through turn one. William Alcala on the pole. Out front, he spins going through the left and right-hander. That's Mariusz Lazinski able to get up out front by a long run. Enio Roger and Dana Lell in the top three as they go up the hill for the first time. Several cars involved in that turn three wreck, including some of the faster drivers of the evening. Timothy Dells is one of those involved, as well as Jamie Jenkins, who was really fast during warm-ups. You see he's got a lot of right rear wing damage. That's going to slow him up tonight, where he was 0.2 faster than the rest of the field during practice. Lazinski was able to take advantage of that chaos on the first time through the first section. He's put a 3-second gap between himself and Enio Roger. Tonight's race is going to be 40 laps here at Lime Rock. They are cranking these lap times out really fast, though. Fairly short race. No full course cautions in effect for these drivers tonight. They do have fast repairs as an option. They will also have to come down pit road as a reduced fuel load was required tonight. So we will see stops underway. The fight for second is starting to heat up here as that's Dana Lell there. He's moved up to second. He was able to get by Enio Roger. Andy Abry on the move as well in fourth. Kevin Lell rounding out the top five as they work through the downhill section of the track on the backside and down through the straightaway for the start finish line here. Again, the drivers of the Radical Racing League usually run on oval tracks. We've seen them run a lot of ovals over the last couple weeks, but tonight they're taking on the left and right turns here at Lime Rock. A perfect combination with this car and track as you see Mariusz Lazinski goes up the hill. He's going to work on putting a car a lap down there, passing him on the left as he works down the downhill section of this track. Lime Rock is one of those tracks as an iRacer you quickly get accustomed to, especially on a roadside. You typically start either in the Skippies here or the Mazdas. And it's a lot of fun to run. Whoa, we've got a car sired backwards on the front stretch, and they split them. That was Tyler Bloom facing the wrong direction there as William Alcala and others had to make a split-second decision there to get by. This group of four drivers here, this is all four position here as they work their way through the left and right bins. They prepare for the uphill. This is where the car gets the most light. Drivers have the opportunity to really lose the handling on the car as they come up that hill. The car comes offloaded off the suspension, gets a little loose, as well as when you get up on those rumble strips, you also see some of these drivers have a tendency to get loose as the tires lose that grip on the racing surface here. Now Callow trying to work his way up here That's Kevin Lell. He is in 5th right now. But he's about to feel some pressure here from Alcala as Alcala looks to the right side. He's going to get by as he works his way through the left and right bend as they go up the uphill section here. Another driver that has a lot of potential to be quick tonight, Andy Abry. Abry up in 4th right now. Dano Lell is in 3rd. Enio, he was able to get by Enio Roger earlier. However, it looks like Lell has fallen back into 3rd place. In the meantime, Mariusz Lazinski, who is a quick driver in these radicals, just has not caught a fair break over the last couple weeks, but he's always up front. He's got a good handling, a good idea on how to handle these cars, but has not been able to finish it out. He's in the lead right now, 7 seconds ahead of Enio Roger. Well, 6.5 rather, nearing 7 seconds there. In the meantime, Dana Lell's looking for an opportunity to get that 2nd place fight back. Let's ride on board with Dana Lell. Riding around in 3rd here as they go around Lime Rock. So you rode on board with Dana there around Lime Rock. You heard him really having to feather that throttle through the 1st section. Now if we move back, Andy Abry had a bit of a moment on the track just a little bit ago. Let's take a look at the replay here. Oh, and Andy just got caught in the fence there after getting loose and had to tow in. That's going to be an unfortunate end for Andy, who was having a decent run tonight in the top 4. Mariusz Lazinski still working on lap traffic in front of him here. He is setting phenomenal pace. He works around some of the back drivers in the back of the field. Cliff Warren gets sideways coming up the uphill section. I believe Chad Lurdy also had a moment as well trying to dodge. A lot of action all over the track here as we're trying to keep up with everything going on. In the meantime, Mariusz Lazinski is able to break away 7.2 seconds over Enio Roger, who gets loose through turn 1 and 2. Abry is there to take advantage. Dana Lell's on the move as well. There was another car back there that slid through the grass. Not sure exactly who it was. Abry is a lap down, not in contention. That was not for position. Nonetheless, Dana Lell is trying to take advantage, as these drivers know they have to stop here. This is on lap 12 of 40 here. And this is for a position here. This is for second. Dana Lell's on the right side of Roger. He's going to have the opportunity to squeeze by there and he's going to make the pass. Oh, Dana just runs real wide there. He had the opportunity to get the pass completed, but that wide run's going to cost him as he works through the left and right bend. And headed up to the uphill section here. And Abry, you see, spun around on the backside of 2 and 3. Dana looks like he's going to secure that spot as Abry gets rolling here again. Working his way through the uphill. Chad Lurdy knocking on the door of a top 5 here. Several cars already showing some extensive damage, and the point I was trying to make earlier is they know they have to stop again. They know they're going to have to come down pit road. No point coming down and taking the fast repair now. They are locked on fuel, so you'll see a couple drivers just hold off on those fast repairs until they have to come down and take that fuel. And the second driver is now Dana Lell. Enio Roger came down pit road and took his fuel stop. And he's already back out. He's the first driver to come down in the top 10, top 8. To come and take his service. That pit stop he was going to need is complete here on lap 14. Mariusz Lazinski on the roll here. He's got a good portion of this field here under control. Just trying to race his way around Lime Rock here and get this race wrapped up. Again, 40 laps here tonight at a road course, which those of you that are mostly oval drivers probably don't understand exactly how road courses are ran. You've not only got to race the competitors, but you got to race the track. You've got to be really smart and manage your car. If you haven't come out and actually ran a couple races, especially in a high performance car, something that's really fast, really grippy, I highly encourage you to do it. It's a lot of fun. It'll humble you. And even the best oval racer will come out to a road course and scratch their head wondering what they're doing wrong. But it's a lot of fun to do. It's a lot of fun to watch, and I highly encourage everybody to do it. And the Radical Racing League is certainly showing they're not afraid to try the left and right-handers. Enio Roger, again, we talked about him being the first driver to come down pit road and take fuel. He is pretty much on a go strategy at this point. He's got to do his best to avoid going a lap down, be right there and ready to capitalize as soon as our leader comes down pit road. And Kevin Lell moving to the left there as Roger pressures him and gets by as they work the downhill section. Enio making quick work of Roger through the downhill, and they come across the stripe to complete lap 17 of 40. In the meantime, they're all feeling the pressure. Mariusz Lazinski, the driver who has come and, well, he has dominated so far. Took advantage of a lap 1 incident, was able to walk away with the lead after the standing start. This driver has lapped his way up to, all the way up to 6th. Well, this will be 7th. As a driver, we see a driver off the track. That's Kevin Lell having some bad luck there. It's going to have some front end damage as he was getting ready to work the uphill section. Let's go back and take a look at the replay here. Oh, it does. It looks like Mariusz Lazinski did catch the bumper of Kevin Lell going through the uphill. The leader may have may have picked off Kevin Lell there. Yeah, the leader certainly got some front end damage as well. Let's see if what that does to his handling of that car. That left front there showing some damage on the leader, Mariusz Lazinski. Enio Roger working his way through turn 1, 2. Lazinski is right there, though, knocking on the door. He has been very quick all night so far here at Lime Rock. And it looks like more of our top 5 is coming down. William Alcala, who's currently running second, is going to make the stop on pit road. As well as Dana Lell, you'll see them come to a stop here. Looks like Alcala's going to take tires. So is Dana. And that's at the halfway point, and here comes our leader, Mariusz Lazinski, coming down pit road for his required fuel stop. Enio Roger, who was the first driver to come down pit road, has worked his way up to P2 right now. Let's see what gap he's able to make up here. As we have a car off the track through the right-hander there. Enio is going to need a very fast lap to be anywhere near the leader. And here comes Mariusz Lazinski off pit road. The fight for the lead, it looks like it's still going to be a fairly big gap here. Waiting for everything to sort out. It looks like it's going to be about 5 seconds as they work their way through the left and right-hander. I don't want to say that was probably the only opportunity. However, I'm not sure what Rogers got left in the tank here to get the job done in terms of tires. But we're going to find out as we're officially past the halfway point of the Radical Racing League. Oh, a little side-by-side action going through the uphill as they transition to the downhill section here. Anyway, the Radical Racing League, Tuesday night action right here on the SRN. I'm Sean Fitz alongside producer John Long. Appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. We want to take this opportunity to thank our sponsors, Kelsey's Cakes, Quacks Designs, for coming on board for Season 2 of the Radical Racing League. These drivers each and every week have shown they've got what it takes to put on some amazing shows, and they're certainly doing that. Enio Roger. Oh, we've got a driver. Oh, our leader is out as well. Trying to find out here what happened to Dana Lell. Mariusz Lazinski, I'm not quite sure exactly what happened to Mariusz. Dana looks like he was underpowered. Dana may have... Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with Dana, why he was slow up the uphill. In the meantime, Mariusz Lazinski, again, his bad luck continues. He is disconnected from the session. Enio Roger is now our leader. William Alcala has moved up to second. Chad Lurdy is third. Jamie Jenkins is currently fourth. Jamie, who was incredibly fast and what I thought was one of the drivers to beat here, just not having the night he was looking for. In the meantime, our new leader is having to fight his way through the left and right-hander through some lap traffic. Tonight's race is kind of taking on a different spin here. Mariusz Lazinski was very much so in the in the control seat here tonight. And he is just flat disconnected. He is falling through the running order quickly. That win is going to be going bye-bye for Mariusz Lazinski as Enio Roger, the first driver to come down pit road tonight. Looks like he is going to inherit the top spot by 13 seconds over William Alcala with 15 laps to go. We're still doing some research for Dan Alel. Not quite sure exactly what occurred there. And this is not for position. This is actually for a lap down here. And that's Daniel Keith in front of Enio Roger, working the downhill, trying to stay on the lead lap. But Dan Alel, who was in the top 5 most of the night, as we've shown on the replay, he was a little slow. We weren't quite sure what was going on. The car still had power. He was going through the gears, but maybe having a hardware issue. Nevertheless, I believe he had to tow it. He's back now in 11th. But I tell you what, that was very suspicious timing. At first, I thought maybe him and Lel, or the Mariusz Lazinski and Dan Alel, maybe gotten into each other or something, because Mariusz was gone off the timing screen at the same time. But nonetheless, it certainly looks like that was just a coincidence. Again, we see a little bit of congestion on the uphill here. That's Abri trying to get by Daniel Keith. This is not for position. Abri is some 3 laps down. Nevertheless, trying to get by Daniel Keith. Chad Lurdy also has quite a bit of traffic around him here. That's Jamie Jenkins right there in 4th. This is going to be for position. They're following some lap traffic here. Let's ride on board with Jenkins. Oh, now I say that there. Jenkins is going to come down pit road. This looks like this is going to be a second stop for Jenkins. That's a little unusual. That's going to take the heat off take the heat off of Chad Lurdy, as he's now settled into the 3rd place spot. Lanny Mills looks like he's gotten spun around in the left and right-handers on the way through turn 2 and 3. Looks like he got it collected back up. Enio Roger just in cruise control at this point. Caught a big break with Mariusz Lazinski, who we talked about at the beginning of the broadcast. Has not had solid luck at all this season, essentially. And Lazinski was really fast at ovals pretty much all throughout the schedule, and shown he had a lot of pace, but not able to really capitalize and finish a race. And it looks like that luck's going to continue tonight, as Lazinski was not able to reconnect. He is still out of the race after dominating the early going here tonight at Lime Rock. Timothy Dale's making his way up here, up to the front after having an early lap 1 incident. He's up to 4th right now. And behind Chad Lurdy. Chad's going through the uphill section. Chad rocking a new paint scheme this weekend, or this week rather. Nice hybrid camo scheme there on that SR8. If you haven't already noticed, if you've not already got connected, you're certainly going to want to do so. The Radical Racing League races every Tuesday night here on the SRN. You can find more information about this group or get signed up to join racing with them Head on over to Facebook and do a search for the Radical Racing League. Chad Lurdy off the track there. With the left-hander, gets it collected back up. That tail's still a little unsettled as Roger starts to close in and put Chad Lurdy a lap down. William Alcala working his way around some lap traffic. Oh, a little bit of trouble there. Maybe a little bit of contact as well. And Roger down pit road for the second stop tonight. And this is going to be for fuel, I imagine. Enio's got plenty of time. Alcala was able to capitalize and take the lead, though. Not sure why Roger's just sitting on pit road. Nonetheless, William Alcala working his way through the downhill section here. And here comes William Alcala down pit road as well. Chad Lurdy's already on pit road taking his service. Timothy Dells is going to inherit the lead here. Enio Roger must have had a pit stop issue. I'm not quite sure exactly what happened. He could have afforded to, maybe he just knew he had such a big gap that he could afford that. But he's got to bet some of these other drivers do not have to pit. Timothy Dales right now is on the track. He's going to inherit the lead as they come across the stripe here as they work down the downhill. And Timothy Dell's working his way around. He's going to inherit second place here. William Alcala is your leader now. With just 7 laps to go, we still don't quite know exactly what happened to Enio Roger. He has fallen back to 4th. He's going to have to race his way up there if he wants that lead back. And he's got about 28 seconds to make up. And he's going to have about 7 laps to do it tonight here at Lime Rock. William Alcala in the lead now. 10-second gap on back to Timothy Dales. Timothy raced his way back up there after being a lap down. And you see there, he's going to come down pit road and take his final service of the night. And give up that second place spot. In the meantime, Alcala's got to drive with some intensity here. He's got to find some speed. Enio Roger's going to be coming with some haste as he works his way through 1 and 2 for here on lap 34. Alcala just needs to keep the car clean here through 1 and 2. All he's got to do this is 5 more times here. This race has flown by for the Radical Racing League at Lime Rock. Five laps to go here tonight at Lime Rock. Alcala, our leader, after some odd circumstances, led to a couple different lead changes tonight up front. Alcala inherited the lead after Indio Roger had an extended stay there on pit road. But then Indio inherited the lead from Mariusz Lazinski, who, after having a dominating night, was up front by 6, 7, 8 seconds most of the final couple laps he was on. Just had a disconnect issue, and we saw him drop from the session. Indio now has worked his way back up to second place, getting by Daniel Keith here in the closing laps. He's not going to catch William Alcala, short of Alcala having a colossal mistake here. So he's going to make it 3 wide down the front stretch through the start-finish line. Four laps to go here. If he had another 20 or 30 laps, he may be able to do something. Oh, car way out in the grass through turn 1. That's Cliff Warren. He's going to rejoin behind Chad, or in front of Chad Lurdy there. They're going to get by, get all that cleared up. Mariusz Lazinski looks like he is back on track here. 8 laps down on 14, or in 14th. And Eric's still having some issues there. Nose that car into the guardrail, working through the downhill section. Alcala holding, actually able to gain a little bit of time on second place. Indio Roger. 2 laps to go. This is a fight for 4th right here, or 3rd rather, as Lurdy is able to get by Daniel Keith. Lurdy's just got to try to hang on that car for 2 more laps. Racing kind of wrapping up throughout the entire racetrack here as William Alcala works his way through the downhill section. All he's got to do is one more time here, as they're going to come across the stripe. 1 lap to go for the Radical Racing League at Lime Rock. Not a whole lot of fight for contention, and again, like I said, the lead changes tonight have been unique, to say the least, but William Alcala is able to capitalize. He's able to get by Indio Roger during the second set of pit stops, and has not looked back since. Not sure if Alcala thought a road course win was going to be in his forte, but nonetheless, he's going to pull it off. William Alcala is going to be your winner here at Lime Rock. Congratulations to Alcala. Indio Roger. He's got to work to complete up his lap here. This is most likely going to be a fairly disappointing finish for him. He had the win in his grasp after Lazinski's bad luck, and he thought he was going to be able to walk that one all the way to the bank. Something happened on pit road, and going to end those chances for him. He's going to come home second. Chad Lurdy, a decent run. I think he's had a couple moments on and off the track tonight. Nonetheless, he's going to bring home a solid 3rd place finish in that new livery car. Daniel Keith is going to bring home a respectable 4th. That front end of that SR8 looking a little cattywampus. Timothy Dales is going to bring home 4th place, and then Daniel is going to round out the top 5. Looks like the majority of our group here has completed the race here. They're wrapping up their laps, but we're going to go ahead and call the results. William Alcala, our leader. Indio Roger, Chad Lurdy, Daniel Keith, and Timothy Dales rounding out the top 5. Dana Lell and Kevin Lell go to 6th and 7th tonight. Andy Abry 8th. Alan Mui is 9th. Eric Still 10th. Cliff Warren, Jamie Jenkins. Jamie, that was not having the run he was wanting to have tonight. Again, fast airing warm-ups, just did not have it all the way through here tonight. Lanty Mills is going to finish 13th. Mariusz Lazinski, who dominated most of the race here in that 99 machine, is going to finish 14th. Chris Edwards is 15th, and Tyler Bloom is going to round out the field here in 16th place. Unfortunately tonight, due to not due to the Radical Racing League, but myself feeling a little under the weather, we're going to go ahead and wrap up coverage early here tonight. We will talk to next week's race winners at the beginning of next week's broadcast. You're going to catch it here on the SRN at 7 Central, 8 Eastern next Tuesday night, where these drivers take on 40 laps at Daytona. On behalf of John Long, I am Sean Fitz. We appreciate everybody tuning in to the Radical Racing League and the SRN on Tuesday nights. Tomorrow, OSR Xfinity action picks up at Daytona with Xfinity right here in the SRN. We will catch you guys tomorrow night